It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
All right, so this is what we could do. We can either take a break right now. I'll play some music while you guys use the bathroom, drink some water, whatever you guys want to do.
I'm good.
Or we can just push through, and from here on out, we're going to the end.
I was always a rhythm hooper, so let's keep it rocking.
Okay.
That's me.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, let's go into Real or Weird. Young Thug, why you always in the news, man? I didn't even have a Real or Weird for this episode, and then last night,
last minute.
Last night I was just chilling, scrolling through Twitter, and I was just like,
hit the chat.
This nigga didn't say that. And then sure enough, I pressed play.
My big brother, my dad, my mom, my OGs, I listen to y'all. Like, it's really a slap in the face to me. If I, you know what I'm saying? I just was telling my girl that, like, I don't think you need a therapist. I don't think I need a therapist. I feel like I feel like I'm not a man if my girl get a therapist. It's like, damn, you actually call somebody and listen to what they got to say over me instead of just listening to what I'm telling you. I just feel less of a man.
You know, there's obviously things that happen through the calls being released that did affect your relationship with your girl, or did.
Sister, my big.
Real or Weird.
Do we have to go by and say if this is real or weird?
No,
we all know.
No.
Real or Weird. Young Thug saying that his girl should not go to a
I'm gonna be real quick.
therapist because he does not believe that she should listen to somebody else over than him.
And he feels less of a man. Feels less of a man. That's important too.
But
he feels less of a man if your girl goes to therapy.
I'm gonna be real quick. I think it's weird, and it's only weird because I touched on it last episode when we talked about the Young Thug Banks interview. I think this is also tied to the generational trauma that he needs to go ahead and take some time to go and heal. That's it. It's really not that deep, bro. If you gonna project onto your girl that she's wrong for going to a certified professional to deal with some issues that she might be having mentally, and you saying that she's going to talk to somebody else, that's something within you got to go address. That's how I'm looking at that.
If you are listening or watching this podcast right now, and you hear my voice, and you've had any type of serious romantic dealings with me, you know I've told you at some point, hey, I think this is outside of my bandwidth. I think you should talk to like a mental health professional.
This nigga toxic.
No, that's not toxic at all. That's actually healing.
No, that is all this.
That is healing. That is not toxic.
No, I peeped the first one too.
If you're sitting in front of my face, like doing something that's like unhealthy, I don't have the word. I'm not equipped. I'm not a mental health professional to like.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, I mean you can take.
Imagine your girl coming.
You can spin it that way all you want.
with some type of issue,
and being like,
if you come,
I can't do.
If you come up to me and you have a fucking gash in your face, I'm gonna say I think you should go to the doctor. That's not toxic. I cannot heal you.
No, let him cook. Right.
Let him cook.
James, right.
Let him cook.
I know how it sounds. That's why I'm very particular about how I word it, because I know like how it can be perceived. Because they're like, bitch, you need to go get help. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I love you, and I'm not good. Like I can only do so much. You have some deep rooted issues that's beyond me. I do contribute, maybe I trigger it, but I think that you should go talk to somebody who knows how to give you the proper resources and the proper wisdom to
fair.
navigate this outside of my words.
That's fair.
I think I think everybody should go to therapy.
The thing I think about it is, and this is I had like this epiphany like last year or like maybe the year slightly before, like within the past 18 months, I'll say. You have to go back to the fact that the average American's reading comprehension is the 6th grade level. And I'm not saying that to say like everybody's dumb and like people who go to college are smart, because I've met a lot of idiots with degrees.
And I met a lot of smart people without degrees.
Yes, amen.
That's a fact.
What I'm saying it to say is the average person does, like, if you ask the average person when the last time they read a book and it wasn't for school, they don't have an answer for you. So what I'm saying is like, him saying that like, oh, I talk to my uncles and like my OGs essentially, like older men than me, that's not like saying you talk to like intelligent other smart people. And I'm not saying they're idiots or nothing, but it's like he's on that like 40-plus-year-old black man logic where it's like, I ain't a man if I can't buy this and do this. And it's like none of those things are based in reality. That's a lot of that is based on like passed down trauma from like older black generations that literally couldn't get therapy. So when people can't get something, they make it like dumb or bad to get it.
Yeah,
he's not smart in saying this, but a lot of people will relate to him, and because he's rich and famous, they'll agree with him.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know. And I was making jokes about James's point mainly because of how he said it, but I actually agree with James in like this sense where it's just like, hey, there's certain things where your significant other cannot hold space for you.
Yeah.
There's certain things where you have to go to a professional, like you mentioned, like, hey, you have to go to a doctor to figure out what the illness is. You have to go to a physical therapist to get better. You have to go to your accountant to figure out what's wrong with your finances.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so like at a certain point, it's like, hey, I could do this. I could support you as a significant other, but you do need to like, hey, if you want to be as healthy as you want financially, mentally, spiritually, whatever, you need to go to the professionals for that. I don't think that's wrong. And the fact that Young Thug thinks that it's an issue, the fact that he thinks less of himself, I think that's where the main issue is, where he thinks less of himself if his significant other goes to a therapist. I think that's where the main issue is.
I don't think he thinks less of himself. I think
he said
he thinks that he's less of a man.
He thinks he
he said it. I'm just using his words.
I think it's like a manipulation tactic of like, if you get a therapist, you're saying I'm not a man.
Real quick, what's funny
and
about
the only reason he would say that is if he thinks he's less of a man.
I think it's more manipulation than it is like low self-esteem.
I think it's a combination.
I don't think you would say that if you're confident in yourself, you wouldn't be like,
I could see it
well,
being
why
both.
you
I think it's
therapist?
both. I think because I think it's partially like saying like I can't just tell you not to do this and you listen. So it's like, while you're saying I'm not a man, you got to go talk to a therapist. It's like, I'm not saying it's one or the other. I think it's like what Henry said. It's a little bit of both.
I think when Young Thug is saying you don't think I'm competent enough as your partner to like help you, and you're going elsewhere. I think, but what's funny about Young Thug saying this of all people is like the leak. Y'all saw that leak call with him and a side bitch.
Yeah,
and she was crying, or she was fake crying. And
the one where she was crying, or the one where she was like hyped that she was calling?
Yeah, the 6 years.
She was
is like which one?
The fake crying.
So many damn calls.
The fake crying side bitch, and he was like, it was on video. He was fake rubbing his eyes. Oh yeah. This nigga said three.
You talking about Devin Haney's baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said 3 words the whole fucking combo.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to go to you. You're not even good at talking to a motherfucker about when they're sad. You're not even good at this.
That's why I think it's a manipulation thing more than like a self-esteem thing. Because he's not saying like I can't help you. He's saying I should be able to help you through your psychological problems. Why wouldn't you talk to me? You don't think I'm a man.
But again, combination.
Yeah, it's both.
Combination.
He doesn't believe that he doesn't believe that he'll be able to help her. He's just like, yo, the fact that you would go to somebody else with your problems before you go to me.
Nigga, I'm like, good. I'm glad you went to therapy.
No, but pause. Like,
I'm the opposite.
Let's really break down
Thank
the
God
logic of
you went
this.
to therapy.
You are a Young Thug. You have been in jail for for a decent amount of time, and you're saying that
You're not gonna ask me for advice
when I have problems, I should turn to you instead of a paid professional.
Yo, just because I'm facing a RICO doesn't mean I can't give you good advice.
Like, that's a crazy take. But the thing is, Mariah the Scientist is going to hear that and probably cancel her meeting with her therapist that upcoming week. Like,
I stall him out because he's a street nigga, and street niggas are a cesspool of bad opinions.
I think I'll say this.
It is what it is.
She canceled her tour to go visit this nigga in jail. Bro.
I'll say this.
She is not going to a therapist.
And what they say on Twitter for a scientist, she's bad at chemistry.
This might be
That's what they said.
This might be a hot take, but I'll say this: Young Thug is closer to the average American than any of us on this couch.
I agree with you.
He's significantly closer to the average American.
I think anybody like. Yeah, I think most people that we know, he's truly a dumb. I ain't gonna try to paint him like that.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm not even saying he's dumb. I'm not saying he's dumb, but I'm saying like if he says what he says and James says what he says, the average American will go, James is tripping. Young Thug make a little more sense.
I agree with you.
But y'all heard his recent drop with the hard R's?
Oh man.
What's going on?
Nigger.
With the album cover and everything?
Sorry.
Oh man.
You can say that. You black.
I don't know, but I don't know if what can get cut. Oh, because it won't get punished because I'm saying. Yeah, you're right.
There's certain shit that would get punished, but
That's not one of them.
That's not
say it more.
That might boost you. That might boost you off of that.
That's probably Thug's angle. See, look. With the white
streams up.
He's like, let me put the white face
Get the
on.
streams up.
Let me give them what they're used to.
If we were not recording, I'll get those jokes off. But because this podcast can go to non-black people, I don't want to make fun of black people in front of non-black people. I don't rock like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, he's a character.
Cover your ears, nigga.
Young Thug could have had like 4 or 5 real weirds on here just off of this week alone, but
over this month.
We got a lot of shit. We got a lot of shit to talk about. We got some music to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
Y'all know when James and Mike are on the pod together, normally the camera be cutting out because we be talking a lot.
It's not hooked to a charger or nothing.
It's connected to a charger, but the SIM card has a
has a limit.
specific space.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get into. We're gonna talk later at the end of
Maybe
the
we
pod.
could record on an iPhone and have it go to a cloud, like a cloud or some shit. I don't know.
We're gonna talk later. I have a workaround, but only for specific podcasts, and I'm gonna mention it at the end. But if you guys did not know, oh wait, let's finish the real or weird topic. So everyone said weird, right?
Weird as fuck.
It's obviously weird.
That was this week's real or weird.
Why you being weird to me?
But in case you guys did not know, this is a music podcast. So let's talk.